Welcome to Marina's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to do some chicken wrapped up in cheese and then put into bread. Now, first of all, this has been around for a while. I've done this a long time with my children. They sit down and watch football. Instead of having pizzas, this is something nice that you can prepare beforehand. What you do first is buy yourself a nice French stick of bread, but I like to get a fat one, not the narrow one, the thin one. I like to get that size because I have to fill it in with the chicken and the cheese. What I do is I cut the end bits off, so we've taken them off, and I cut that into pieces like that, in 5 pieces. Now I've taken all that bread inside the center. I have scooped it all out in all these pieces because I'm going to put my chicken and cheese in there. So just do that. The first stage of that is that just prepare your bread like that. This bread that you take out, you can put it in the oven when you're baking these, and you can make breadcrumbs out of them or whatever you want to do with them. So what I'm going to do with that is I've got here some butter, and I've got some garlic butter that I have done myself with garlic butter, which I'm going to put it on the top after. Okay, well, first of all, I'm going to tell you that I've got to do my chicken. So I'm going to cut some strips of chicken. I get a chicken breast, and what I do is I cut strips like that. You don't want very big strips, just strips that I can put into that, roll it up in the cheese and put into that bread. Now that's what you do. I just had a chicken breast here. I can make 5 or 6 pieces out of it. Just cut it like that, and then I want to crumb it and cook it. So there you go, those just nice pieces like that. You can make, look, that was just 1 chicken breast, and I can make about 6 pieces out of it. But you can prepare this beforehand, and it's so easy to make. Look, just crumb this. I've crumbed it, I've left it there. It can be prepared beforehand, and then all you do is put it together and put it in the oven. So that is my chicken breast. I'll put it aside here. Now what you have to do is I'm going to crumb that chicken. Now you know how to crumb chicken. I've taught you before. It's the flour, the egg and the breadcrumbs. So simple. Once you've done that, and you just fry them up. So there they are. I have already fried mine, and those pieces are just enough pieces to put into that bread. Just like that. That's all they are, about the same length of the bread. So what I've done was, that was so simple, just put it in the flour, the egg and the breadcrumb and fry them up. Now, what we do now is put it all together. What I like to do is, I've got my oven on, but you don't have to bake them straight away, okay? You can bake them when you're ready. What I'm going to do, I like doing this, I just put a little bit of butter inside. I just like to get that little bit of moisture inside of it. Not a lot, just a little bit on each piece of bread. It just gives it that little bit of moisture inside, into that bread. That's all, just a little bit each. And that's why I like to get a nice thick breadstick. So it's got a nice big hole in. Instead of those thin ones, you can't sort of put as much in it. And I make these for my kids when they watch football, because it's just something lovely that they can sit down, they grab one of these, and just, you can prepare them anytime. All I do, just put that bit of butter inside there, just to sort of moisten it up inside. That's all. And what I've done is I've done a bit of garlic butter, because I'm going to spread that on the top after. So what we do now, this is so simple, look, and it's a lovely sort of a sit down and watching the football, or just something like that. What you do is you can use any cheese you've got inside. I've got 2 pieces of cheese. I just put it together like that, and I get 1 piece of chicken, crumb chicken. You can do them beforehand. They can be cold or hot, it doesn't matter. And just wrap it up like that, put it together, And what we do is just put it into that bread. There you go. That is absolutely there. And keep on doing the same thing. Two pieces of cheese. Then you put them on a tray. I'll wrap them up in alfoil. Just get that piece. You need that sort of piece of chicken. Wrap it up with your cheese and put it into your bread. It just fits in nicely, especially if you've got a good size breadstick. Just push it in and that just fits in there lovely. I've made 5 pieces with my breadstick. I've got there again. You need 2 pieces of cheese, so it gives it enough of taste inside. Quite simple, and then just put it in together like that and push it inside. It's so easy. These are lovely, honestly. If you have any left over, you could have them for lunch. But the boys just love these. They sit down and watch football. Instead of having a pizza, they'll have one of these. My grandson loves these. And look, just wrap it up with that lovely chicken inside. Put it in there. And then I'm going to brush that garlic butter on the top, or you can put a bit of oil on the top, whatever you want. And there's another one. I've got 5 pieces. I've got this nice piece of chicken here that I'm going to put in this last one. Push him in. It'll go in. Even if the cheese breaks, it doesn't matter as long as you've got it inside. There you go. Now I'm going to wrap them up with some alfoil. I'm going to put them on a tray. You can bake them anytime you want to. You can prepare them beforehand. Now what I'm going to do, I've got this garlic butter that I made myself with a bit of garlic and butter just to give it a bit of flavour. I like to brush that on the top like that. And that just gives it that lovely bit of flavour on the top. And then we wrap it up in alfoil and you can bake it. Have them ready and bake them when they are ready to eat them. And let them cool down a bit. They don't take long. I think a good 25 to 30 minutes is sufficient. And I've just put that nice garlic butter on the top. You don't have to if they don't want the garlic butter. Sometimes I've even brushed them with a little bit of olive oil on the top with a little bit of brush. But I like the garlic butter. It just gives it that little bit of flavour to it. And that's it. So simple. And there you've got a beautiful Friday or Saturday night football meal. Now, you get a piece of alfoil and you wrap each one, but press it down when you're wrapping it up. Press it down like that and wrap it up. Just press it down flat as much as you can. Wrap it up nicely like that and then just bake them like that. Press them down as you go along. Just press it down. I like to give it a nice push down, fold it over, and just put it like. Now, you can prepare these beforehand in the afternoon or whenever you're ready. And then just put them in the oven when they're ready to sit down and watch football. Just give it a lovely press down, nice and flat, and then that lovely garlic butter on the top will just melt. There, and that I've done 5 with that breadstick of mine, and they are a lovely size because that is just a lovely size. They heat them up, they just wrap it up and eat it like that. You don't need anything else. Just push it down like that, and they are beautiful because they've got that chicken in there and that lovely cheese in there. You can use whatever cheese you've got inside. If if there's a particular kind of cheese that you like, by all means. There you go. Lovely. So I can prepare them anytime I want to. I can prepare the chicken anytime beforehand. I can prepare these beforehand. And then all I got to do is put them in the oven and serve them. They just grab one of these like that and just eat it with a paper towel. You don't even need a plate. And I hope that, it's something that different. I know these have been around for a while. I don't know whether you've seen them. But because I was making them tonight for the boys, I just thought I'd put it on the video so you can have a look at them. Anyone that hasn't seen them around will get an idea from it to do it for Friday night football. So I hope that you'll try it, and I'm sure you will enjoy them because they're very, very nice to eat. Thank you for watching. Bye.